Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Server Play with Scoots42. I have been hard at work misspelling words. There we go. I've set up a bunch of stuff so that we can start getting a big reactor going, or extreme reactor, whatever you want to call it. I've cleared out our canola. I think, unfortunately, the canola has just about run its course, and I have gone ahead and cleared out the canola farm, and I am also currently letting all of the canola run out. Let's see how that's going. We still got quite a bit to go through. I mean, we're going to be getting power from it for a little while. But really, it's just not really cutting it. We need more power, basically. We really do. That's what is going on. So what I've done is I set up in the grid most of what we need to get this big reactor going. It is working on the auto crafting. It is a very slow process. It's not super slow. I mean, we're so used to getting everything that we want when we want it that it seems like it's really slow. It's actually probably moving along pretty quick. There we go. And while we're waiting for the rest of this stuff to auto craft, I'll show you what I've been up to out here. The farmers that were farming canola for us, I now have them where they are going to be farming wheat. I've worked on a little bit of a wheat farm up here. Now let's whitelist you to wheat, as a matter of fact. That's where we're at. So you should start pulling that wheat out at some point, if I remember to set you to always active. There you go. And now the wheat should be dumping into our animal feeder and into the animal grower. So let's see here. I let the cows out. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean it. Oh man. Where's my lasso? That is craziness. Did I put it back in the grid? I'm always messing something up. Let's see here. I didn't realize I had cut a giant hole into the ground. Be careful with that drill. It is far more powerful than it needs to be. And let's go ahead and get you guys holed back up. There we go. Hopefully I'll be able to get all these cows rounded back up. It's always something, isn't it? Oh, it looks like they're all right here in the area still. So apparently they haven't been on the loose for long. I think there's just one more down there. Man, that is silliness. Pure, unadulterated silliness. I can't believe I keep doing these silly little things. But, I mean, at least it's a quick fix, right? Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. All right, so we should be getting wheat in here now, hopefully, if I remembered to connect this guy. Doesn't look like I did. Let's get a couple more of these ducks out. I've really got to get a wither killing setup of some kind going. And let's see, I want the signal and plated. No, I want the impulse. There we go. Signal and impulse. There we go. There you go. You should be getting wheat now when that comes in. I may set up a little bone mealy guy out here. In fact, let's get some bone meal. Oh, the cactus, it hurts. Let's get a little bone meal. Am I out of bone meal? Oh, wow. That's crazy. It must all be out here in the tree farm. Wow. It is seriously using it. So let's turn that off, and hopefully we'll get some bone meal building up here really quick. But I would like to get this farm going. I tell you what we should do too. We should work on automating the what do you call it? Empower and the atomic reconstructor, so I can get some more of that greenhouse glass. But it needs empowered lapis blocks, and I don't really feel like going through that process, empowering each individual one. So I will more than likely, and let's just put you in there and see what happens to it. I wish there was a way to round robin this guy. I mean, is there a way? Is that possible? Ignore or use NBT. Nearest first, furthest first, random. Round robin. Look at that. Nice. I didn't know that that was a thing. So let's take about half of that and put this out here. But I think this was making a difference. And let's go ahead and get you and you hold up. Oh, you're going to do something different. That's right. We're going to be collecting this stuff. So let's get ourselves some blue dye, which we have a good amount of. And, you know, I think it might be a good idea to set up some drawers for this stuff first. Let's see, we're getting leather and raw beef right now. Can I put you back in there? Oh, I cannot. That's okay. So let's go down here and set up some drawers. Because eventually I'm going to want to pull that beef out of there. And you can probably just go up here somewhere. We're going to call you a mob drop, sure. Let's see. Beef can go there, which is cool. Let's see. We'll worry about other stuff later. Leather. Do I have a drawer for leather? I don't think I do. Yes, anywhere in here is good. There we go. And I have the ender chests that we were using for the red coal, which I think I'm just going to repurpose them. Now, you're probably going to need one of these too. So let's pop you down there first. There we go. Set to always active, of course. And let's see, I'm going to pull that stuff out first. And now I'm going to color this blue, blue, blue. Nice. So now any more drops that we get, yeah, I'm just not sure. You know, I don't know if I'm feeding those guys the right food. And power and breeding food. It will make feed baby animals to make them grow faster. It says it's growing them faster. Maybe I'm just not, you know, maybe I don't have enough all at once. You know, I don't know. But that's kind of why I wanted to shut that guy down and get some bone meal and get a fair amount of it. Let's see, we should be able to get some bone meal now. There we go. Alright, so let's turn you can turn back on. I may need to set up a second bone mealer because we are doing pretty good on it. So let's get a fair amount here. I think we'll use both stacks. Shouldn't take too long, but I would like to get a fair amount of this wheat and see how much of it takes. Seems like I should have gotten more wheat than that, but Oh, and of course it looks like it's getting dark again. There we go. And you know what? I may just hijack some of it out of my kitchen here. I was kind of hoping to avoid that because I like having it handy. But let's go ahead and get you in here. I'm really curious to see. Oh, that happened quick. That was pretty quick. And so you should be having, yeah, you've got no problems doing that. Now, the problem we may run into, oh yeah. Okay, so how much did you use? Not quite a whole stack. Kind of hard to tell. About half a stack is what it looked like. So do I have a bow handy? Don't really want to go in right this very second. Let's try this guy. I've been trying different ways to get. I'm trying to get multi-shot on here. I think I don't have any arrows. How about now? Yeah. Oh, there we go. We got like 4,000 of them. All right. Let's see. Nice. Flame shot definitely works. Nice. I liked that. That should cook that meat for me. It did. How nice is that? I was getting a little hungry. That's nice. I like that. I am definitely liking the flame shot. I see you over there, buddy. I mean, the multi-shot is cool. But I'd rather have infinite arrows, if we're being honest. There you go. That is really nice. I am totally digging that. That is fun. That is a lot of fun. And it is still on fire. That is amazing. All right, so you're definitely pulling your stuff out of there. Yeah, look, that used like a whole stack, it looked like, to feed that guy. So this is going to get pretty crazy. I may want to look into seeing what is down there. How did that happen? You shouldn't be down there. What are you doing down there? Get out of there. You're supposed to be up here. How did you get out even? You shouldn't have gotten out. Oh well. So let's see. I mean, it is definitely feeding that guy. But I'm thinking it's taking somewhere between a stack and half a stack of wheat. So, I mean, we would need a lot to keep that going at that rate. Well, I think that is actually probably pretty good for now. I think the next thing that I'll work on is getting more of this greenhouse glass. I mean, I found a couple of pieces. Oh, it is definitely time for a nap. Look at all those mobs. Maybe I can get in here before they get too close. Yes! Nice. Nice. All right. So let's see if we've got more of our big reactor stuff ready. I think I've taken that farm as far as I'm going to for this episode. I would like my angel ring back, though, sir. Thank you. So we can drop all this stuff off for now. And some of you can go back in here. That I'm going to drop off at the Britannia area, and the seeds can go in here for now. Now, we definitely will find a way to increase that farm's yield. I don't want to have, like, 8 farms just to feed one cow farm. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. So there's probably something that we can do relatively cheaply that will help us. I may even, I think there's some stuff even in Britannia that will help with that. That was interesting. I saw something there for a second. Oh, how nice. If I sneak on that, it will show me the contents. Does that work on all of them? Well, that's nice. I did put the one probe glasses on, so I'm wondering what all it will do that with. That might be a fun thing to try. Interesting. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, look at that. It's putting out 400. Oh, that is nice. I wish I'd have known about that sooner. 449 RF a tick, huh? That is interesting. Is that what I'm doing total? No, it was just for that one. And that is really nice to know, though. We're doing almost right around 1,000, maybe give or take a little bit, depending on if all of these are running. Nice. That's really nice. I wish I'd known about that sooner. That may help me do some things a little bit different. But anyway, let's get back to our reactor. Nice. That is really nice. We've got a bunch of our glass now. This is nice. We're going to be able to get quite a bit of the reactor done. We're going to want our redstone power tap thing, the control rods. We don't need those for building it. Those are for, this is a piece, but as you know, we have to tell it to craft the pieces to get the actual stuff we want. We want the reactor ports. We definitely want the controller. And I do want some redstone control over this. I think that'll be nice. So let's see how much of this we can get. Let's see, I got 2 stacks of glass. Now this looks like a lot of stuff, but trust me when I say this is not enough to build the reactor. That's why I'm going to leave the fuel rods in there for now, and I'm going to ask for probably 4 more stacks of glass, and we don't have enough gold. So let's see what's going on with the gold. Okay, so let's set this up real quick. I've been holding off on the gold. I was waiting for the builder to bring in some more gold ore so I could finish setting up the gold. And which one of you has the gold again? Is it you? Okay, so let's get a detector. There we go. And I want to set this up so that I'm leaving a few of my ores in there, which is why I was waiting. So I'm going to set that. I want to have at least like 10 gold ore. So I'll emit a signal when it's above the amount, and it should start processing the gold for me. So let's work with what we've got to get the reactor up to the size we need. And I'm thinking the glass is probably what's going to hold us up. And I decided to go with an 11 by 11 base, which basically gives us a 9 by 9 on the inside. And I'm thinking that might be almost tall enough. 3, 4, 5. Let's go up like that. But what I'm thinking is I think I want one more level up here. Something like this. Because here in the middle, see that is what I want. That's the RF tab. So right here, we'll put our RF tab, right? Actually, let me move that down one. Move that down one block. I think. Or is that just perfect? So hard to tell. I don't really want to have to string a bunch of stuff over there. Thinking that might be perfect. Right where it is. So we're going to try it right there. I mean, we can always raise it or lower it if we need to. I'm thinking that I might need to end up raising it up a block, though. Because basically what I'd like to do is string some, what are those, power cells. Oh, and I went up too high. That's all right. Nice. I think we might have enough of these to get the skeleton laid out. Nice. And again, I didn't do any math. I just kind of... So I've got almost a whole extra stack of these that I don't need. And the redstone reactor port doesn't really matter where this goes because I'm probably going to end up just doing a wireless redstone signal on this guy, but I do want the ability to shut him off if I need to. So let's see, I'm thinking maybe we can just put this guy here, and then we'll put the controller right on top of him there, right? And then the rest of this we'll fill in with glass. Oops. Now let's see, maybe I can do this with my wand. Do we have a diamond wand somewhere? Yep. Nice. So I'm worried I may need to lower that. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly if it can be in that top block or not. So that's one side. Oh, and before I forget, we should probably get our ports on here. So where's a good spot for those, do you think? Maybe right here in the front? Let's do one here. I think that'll be cool. And let's do the other one right there. Nice. And one of you is going to be set to outlet mode. There we go. And then the other one will be set to inlet mode. Let's see. I don't know that we'll be able to get this all done because I've still got to cool this thing. And I am working on that. We're going to be using, hopefully this is still a thing. Nice. We're going to be using ender pearls in the form of resonant ender to do that, which I'm still actually making. I'm using a magma crucible to get that resonant ender. There we go, and we're out of glass finally. Let's see if we can get some more reactor glass cooking. I think 2 stacks will probably be enough. You might be able to get the ceiling in, though. Well, we need to wait on the ceiling, really. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and get those control rods out, because they will kind of help me figure out where these guys are going to go, the control rods. These are the fuel rods. Sorry if I said that backwards. We're going to put the fuel rods down, and then the control rods go on top of them. And so let's see, where's the center of this guy? Probably right here. Something like that. That was probably too much. I'm really thinking I'm going to need to raise this whole thing up. So let me just go ahead and do that, because I really just don't think that's right. Now, I mean, worst casing, it will just have a more powerful reactor than we need, and I know that'll be horrible. And we can even leave this stuff here. We won't need to change any of that, because this, you could actually do this all with this, what is this stuff, the reactor casing. I just kind of like to use the glass, but, I mean, that'll be fine. It won't hurt anything. Look at you trying to climb in my reactor. Silly, silly boy. Alright. Let's knock that down one. There we go. And there we go. So the control rod's going to need to go right here. Right? And I'm thinking that we should probably go ahead and kill this guy. Let's just get it. Right? There he goes. And I think we're going to do something like this. This is basically going to be our pattern here. Control rod. There we go. It may be a little difficult to fill this all in with the resonant ender, but it's manageable. It's just a little tricky, but once I get enough resonant ender, I'll show you guys how to do that. And I have no idea how efficient, technically this thing will be compared to other designs. I just want to make sure. I know this won't overheat. I know we don't have to worry about it blowing up. I mean, it will give us a good amount of power. There we go. And, oh, that one's not quite tall enough. There we go. Nice. All right. Now this stuff I am going to take back out until we get this tank filled with the resonant ender. And these control rods that go on the fuel rods do need to be as tall as the ceiling for your device, for your extreme reactor, no matter how big or small you make it. That part won't change. Okay, so that is definitely shaping up. Definitely shaping up. Ooh, hello, Enderman. I did shut this guy off for a little bit. He may still be generating a few mobs, but I've got the lights on in there because I want to kind of redo that a little bit as well. I need to take some of these guys out so we can go take a nap. Nice. Didn't even hurt. Loving this new armor. Totally, totally loving the new armor. What monster's nearby? What, that zombie? He's not really a monster, is he? He's just misunderstood. Well, maybe he misunderstood. I wanted to take a nap. I don't really want to fight a bunch of mobs. Clever stuff. So let's run over here real quick, because I think we're at that last part where what we need to do is continue making the resonant ender here. There we go. And I'm just kind of making this in my manual tank for now. Let me get some stuff out of the way here. And let's see. I think I can use that guy as a bucket as well. I would just like to get my wrench if I could. My wrench, anybody seen? There it is. I'm thinking we can totally use this guy as a wrench. And you want to be careful when you're doing this. These need to go right here. And you know what? I almost started doing that without putting our reactor glass in there. Let's see if we've got any more of that. Nice. Oh, that might have been bad. I mean, it may not have been the worst thing in the world. Certainly would have been comical. But I'm definitely glad I spotted it. I really wish I knew why those guys didn't catch on fire. I totally feel like they should be on fire if they're out in the daytime. I mean, sure, they're tiny zombies, but do we really already have 3 sides almost in? That is crazy. I didn't think we had gotten quite that much of it done. Nice. We need a little bit more. We might be able to get all this glass in. That would be really nice. There's a little bit more that we'll need to do to it. This thing is going to produce, we're going to use uranium and uranium to fill it, or to fuel it, I should say. And it's going to produce another type of ingot. Let's see, can't remember the name of it. It's like cyanide or something like that. This stuff here, plutonium, I think. Or is it, no, this stuff, cyanide, yeah. The cyanide is what it's going to create. We can use this. We'll end up complementing this machine with another machine that'll help us manage the uranium a little bit better. Did I have more glass in there, or do we need to make some? We've got a little bit more. We might want to, let's see if I can get another little bit of it, though. I think that might be enough to finish. It'll be close. Oh, totally. Totally. Cool. So now we can start putting in this ender stuff. And this is where it gets kind of tricky because... Oh, no. I thought it would let me use it as a bucket. That's all right. We can just kind of pop you here for now. And let's get a bucket. Not a big deal. Now, is that one empty? Yes. Nice. So we should be able to do this. Now, the tricky part, will you actually tell me how many buckets are in there? Nice. That is so nice. If I hold shift, it will tell me how much. That is sweet. I really wished I had known that all along. I really do. That would have been so nice to know. And what would be really nice is if you guys did that Minecraft mechanic where you made like infinite stuff, but I can't tell if it is or not. We'll know for sure once we get this whole thing filled up. And I'm probably not going to bore you guys with filling this entire thing up. It is a pain in the butt, but I am going to show you how you can get some of these spots filled up when it doesn't look like there's really a way to, and there totally is. So let me see if I've got a block handy. I probably should have. I usually use, like cobblestone for this, so I don't forget what I'm doing. We need a few more buckets in here, though, before you can truly see what's going on with this. Let's see. You got to be careful not to touch this stuff either. It won't hurt you, but it will randomly teleport you, which is pretty annoying. Now, if you see right here, that's what I want. I want it all to look like that. I don't really want it all to flow. I don't know that it would have any impact on the reactor. Weird. There we go. Now, it looks like I'm not going to be able to hit that spot, but we totally can. All we're going to do is place a little piece of cobblestone here. Get a bucket. Place it against the cobblestone. And now I can just use anything, like a pick, and harvest that cobblestone back. And now I've got a solid block. How cool is that? And so now, nice. So weird. Maybe if I put it... That is so weird how that is doing that. I usually don't have these kind of problems with it. Oh, see, there you can see the random teleportation. There we go. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. And I just wanted to show you guys real quick before we left today that we can, in fact, get all of this stuff perfectly still. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it is possible. You can see that starting to happen now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me some comments, all of that good stuff. Thanks again for stopping by today, and take care.